Ordoro has a very advanced rule system that can automatically look at an order when it is created. When an order comes in, the rules engine can review the attributes on that order. It can look at where the order is going, whether the customer added notes, whether the order is international, which state it is shipping to, the value of the order, the requested shipping method, and more. For example, maybe a customer adds a note that the order needs to be gift wrapped, or maybe the order is going to a specific state, or maybe you want to treat any order over $100 in a special way. You can also create rules based on the requested shipping method. One customer might request overnight shipping, while another might select free delivery. Ordoro can look at those order details, match the conditions you set, and then take action automatically. In this example, let's say the requested shipping method contains overnight. I can create a rule that applies a tag called expedite. Tags are a very powerful feature because they help classify and organize orders automatically. I can also apply a preset. A preset is a pre-configured shipping method. For example, the preset could say that this order needs to ship using FedEx overnight with signature on delivery. Once I create this rule, every time an order comes in, Ordoro will look at that field, match the condition, apply the expedite tag, and apply the FedEx shipping preset. The benefit is that as orders come in, every order runs through the rules engine and gets classified automatically. As orders come in, every order runs through the rules engine and gets classified automatically. Then, when I go to the orders page, I can filter for all of my expedited orders. I can create a filter that shows everything tagged as expedite. Once the orders are filtered, I can also save that filter set and call it expedited orders. Now I can go directly to that saved filter set, select all of my expedited orders, and ship those first. A warehouse workflow could look like this. In the morning, I come in and all of the orders are already waiting for me. Ordoro has already tagged and categorized them automatically. I can open my saved filter set, show all expedited orders first, select them, pick them, and print the shipping labels. Then I can move on to international orders and ship those next. After that, I can go to gift wrap orders and assign them to a specific employee. Then I can work through more complicated orders based on the rules, tags, and presets that have already been applied. Now let's look at presets. This preset says the order should ship using USPS priority. I can pre-configure which carrier should be used, which service should be selected, and even set weights and dimensions. I can also set up insurance. For insurance, Ordoro connects to Shippo's insurance, so that can be configured as part of the shipping workflow. When an order comes in and this preset is applied by a rule, the order already knows which shipping method should be used. In this view, all of these orders are awaiting fulfillment, but they each have a recommended shipping method. The reason they have a recommended shipping method is because the rules engine looked at the order details and determined how each order should ship. For example, one order might be recommended for FedEx home delivery, while another might be recommended for priority mail. There are also several other ways to filter and organize orders. You can filter by allocation status, which is useful for inventory management. You can also filter by the channel the order came from, which carrier the order is shipping with, supplier, warehouse, and more. Because Ordoro supports multiple warehouses, rules can also help decide which warehouse should fulfill an order. For example, some customers may have a warehouse on the West Coast and another on the East Coast. If an order is shipping to California, you can create a rule that assigns that order to the West Coast warehouse. You can also apply that same logic to a list of states. Rules can be based on geography, product, order value, shipping method, customer notes, and many other order details. For high-value orders, you might create a rule that says if the order value is more than $1,000, always add insurance and assign it to a specific warehouse. With rules, tags, presets, and saved filters, Ordoro helps your team automatically organize incoming orders, prioritize what needs attention, and move through fulfillment more efficiently.